Hello, hello. I'm Anna Tony, LuLaRoe Anna Tony, and I'm here doing my 1 week check-in a few months late. So I'm so sorry that I'm so late. I onboarded at the end of October, and here I am 3 months later. It's the end of January, and I thought I'd do my 3 month review so I could hopefully provide some helpful information for you guys and just talk about my experience and what I would do differently. So hopefully you find this informative. So when I first got my call, my stuff came a couple of days later, and the night that it came, my friend texted everybody and was like, oh, we're having a pop-up at my house tomorrow, and Anna's bringing all her stuff. So I was like, oh my gosh. So we packed up the car that night, and then the next morning I had my first pop-up, and it was crazy. We were unboxing things, and people loved it. It was 3 girls, and they loved it. So off of that, I booked 1 pop-up, and that was, I considered, successful. Anyway, so that was exciting, and it went well. And my very first online sale was, I sold 20 pieces, which was great. And then the next week, I sold 3. So I was like, what? Oh my gosh, okay, well, I better try to use the tips I learned and try to grow this business. But I was so shy. I had a lot of trouble handing out my business cards and trouble booking pop-ups and just almost like zero confidence in myself. And so what I want to say is that I stuck with it, and as it continued time went on and my business started growing, I became much more confident in myself and in my business, in the brand and everything. So I'd like to tell you that it gets easier, and it totally does. It gets easier to hand out your business cards and talk about the clothes, and you get the confidence you need, and you know how much you love LuLaRoe. That's why you're getting into this in the first place. But it gets easier to tell people about it and show them how great it is. Or like when you're doing sales, it's easy to pair things or upsell because you know what you have and you know it looks good together and what people are going to love. So you just sell it, and you sell, and it sells because people love it. So it was totally up and down the first couple weeks. In fact, the first 2 months were like, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, so is this going to even work out? Because, we took a huge credit card to cover the cost of the inventory, and I knew I had to get that back. So I said, okay, well, my upline told me that it's basically like a 3-month. You need to give yourself 3 months of taking all of the money you earn from selling your clothes and putting it back into buying more inventory until you can grow your inventory. And once you do that, you should see your business snowball. So I said, okay, I'll just take that on faith because I can't give up now. I'm already totally in the hole. This was hard. And so I said, okay, I'll give myself 3 months. And here we are at 3 months. And 2 weeks ago, it started to snowball. It was crazy. And I'm having the biggest sale weeks that I have ever had. And so I do believe that if you, through time and a couple of the tips that I'm going to give you, you can grow your business very quickly and turn it into a profitable business. So getting more comfortable inviting people to host, giving out business cards, it just comes with time and experience, and you just drop it like it's natural. For example, the waitress, I used to just like stick the business cards in there in the what's the thing they give you the bill in. Now I can actually make a conversation about it, or you're just at the grocery store and you say, oh, I love your dress, and they're like, oh, I love your dress too. Oh, you do? I sell it. Here's my business card. I'm local. And people like that. So and you grow your local customer base, and that's great because you can have pop-ups right down the street. I wanted to say that there's so many things you can buy while you're in the queue, but especially for pop-ups, what I found that's been essential are the IKEA bags, some storage boxes like the big tubs, the collapsible racks and hangers, and then something to take payment with, and that's it. You can take bags, the LuLaRoe bags, and you could take business cards. Those are great, obviously. You could take music and stuff, but what you really need are the racks, the hangers, those IKEA bags, and possibly some tubs if you want to transport it, and then a way to take payment. So beyond that, though, I feel like you shouldn't get too overwhelmed. Like, if it's overwhelming to you to go start doing your pop-ups, just go and take the minimum extra stuff. Just take your clothes. Like, you can get by with not that much. So you just, people love this stuff, and that's true. Like, yesterday at a pop-up, the husband came up and told me, like, you have really nice stuff that you're selling. And I thought, that's nice, because from this big man who, like, I don't think he could care less about women's clothing, he sees it on his wife and sees the confidence that it brings to her, and so he liked it. So that was a fun pop-up yesterday. Another tip, and something that I found very helpful, is shop the row. One of my friends told me that it was helpful to her, and so I started using it the very first online sale that I had, and I would never change it. It's worth way more than the $10 a month I pay. Basically, it keeps track of your inventory for you, and it uploads all of the images to Facebook so you don't get put in Facebook jail. It keeps track of your sales, it keeps track of your profits, and it keeps track of all the shipping information. It's wonderful, and it's easy to use, and I highly suggest Shop the Row. I can do a tutorial on any of these things at another point, but just to keep in mind, these are so easy. What else has been helpful is in our group, we have a group called LuLaRoe where we get to do live sales 12 hours a day. So you sign up for a time slot and you just go on and sell your stuff. And it's a good way to boost your confidence in how you do live sales. People are there shopping. You could sell a few pieces each time you're on. You have like an hour slot, and it's great. It's just like Periscope. So you're on talking to an audience. So I would say, like, live sale practicing is so helpful. You can do it in your group. You can do it in Periscope. You could do it in something like LuLaRoe, just to gain practice talking to your cell phone, but with a live customer base watching you. What else has been helpful? Well, let me tell you what mistakes I made. That might be helpful. I made a mistake making a free return policy in my to-go shipping for my online parties. Instead of just accepting exchanges, I thought it'd be great to do an Nordstrom policy and have free returns. No. It's not funny. People buy stuff and then you get a whole bunch of stuff back in the mail, and you've already spent that money buying your next bit of inventory, and it's not fun to pull that out of your regular, rent bank account. So I would suggest that stick with exchanges only or store credit. That way you don't have to bother with pulling money from your other accounts to pay people back for their returns. Another thing, I made a mistake of adding new styles before I had a full stock of the inventory that I was already carrying. So the tip I got was that I later got after I'd done this mistake, was go deep before you go wide. So what that means is get a full stock of the clothes you already carry. So Irmas, you need 12 to 15 in each size of an Irma, so that when someone comes into your shop, they can find one that they love, or 2 or 3, but they have a good selection to choose from. And you need to do that in every style that you carry before you go on and buy the Amelias or the Carlys or the Sarahs. So, or whatever you want to add, because if you just dabble and you have like a poor selection, no one's going to find anything. So if you have 3 Irmas in each size, but you also carry Amelias and you have 3 of those in each size, instead of having 10 to 12 or 12 to 15 of everything that you carry, people are not going to find anything. So you'll sell more stuff if you have a deep stock of what you carry. And then after you've built up your inventory, you can add new pieces. And another tip for how to do that is as you're placing orders, just place an order for 2 small Amelias in the first one and maybe like 2 small in the next one, and just keep gradually growing until you have a full stock of the item you'd like to release, so that when you release it, it doesn't look like you have a little piddly amount of Amelias. You have a full stock of Amelias for people to pick from, and you will sell more. And so I bought into that advice, and even though I had already dabbled in Carly's and Amelia's, I decided to put the rest of my money back into fully stocking my Irmas and my classic tees and my like essential pieces. And I have noticed that it's growing exponentially. The number of things I sell is growing huge, and I'm selling more like tops and dresses and skirts than I'm selling leggings, or like 50-50, which before it was just all leggings. So that's great because you get a lot more profit. So anyway, go deep in your inventory before you go wide and add new styles. Another mistake was buying the Elegant collection. People wanted that, kind of. I mean, it was exciting, very beautiful. Nothing wrong with the Elegant collection. However, I spent $1,000 on the Elegant collection when I could have spent $1,000 on my Irmas and classic tees and my essential pieces that I wasn't up to my 12 to 15 in each size with. So what I suggest is when they do capsule releases, they're exciting. If you can, I mean, get them. But if you can't and you still need to fill in your gaps, I'd say do that first, because you want, even though it's slower and it's not as exciting, you grow a firm, like a solid foundation, and that's what you want your business to be built on, and that will please your customers. Another thing is the buy-sell trade groups. I did that before LuLaRoe said to get out of there, and what I want to say about that is just that it's very negative in there. People are kind of mean, and I know that maybe there's a temptation to go in and sell your stuff, but if you can avoid it, please do, because it just drags you down. It really does. People are kind of nasty in there. What else? Ordering often is helpful because you don't get duplicates. So what I do is I place small orders, either one in the morning and one at night, or one day and one the next day. And you just, since you have to order 33 pieces, I think it is, minimum, just do that small ones and do like 2 of each size instead of 10 in each size, because you might get duplicates, and then, I don't know, I mean, if you like duplicates, that's fine. But and another thing is, if you have time and you have duplicates, you could do a swap with other consultants in your area, which is kind of fun. What else? We have decided to offer free shipping in the group just because I think that that draws customers. When I think about what draws me into a business, free shipping gets me pretty much every time over a business that doesn't offer free shipping. So I think the most important part of what I just said there was the make sure that you grow your inventory, your initial inventory, and put all of the money in for the first 3 months, putting it back into growing your inventory, because this has more than doubled in 3 months. And now at the end of the 3 months, when I am offering 10 to 12 things in each size and style, people are finding, one lady bought 15 items in my last online sale, and it was crazy. I mean, we put together all kinds of outfits for her, but it was like, because there was so much selection in the things that I had, and there were like a lot of medium perfect tees, she bought 4. So so go deep. What else? Personally, I thought the vendor events were a waste of my time. I did 2 of those, and it was very hard physically to carry everything to the vendor events. And I sold 2 pieces, and I cried, and it was horrible. And but you can turn that into a positive. Anything you do, you can turn into a positive. Just hand out your business card like crazy. Boom, 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 hand out your business card. The mistake I made is that the vendor event was like trinkets, and my product pricing was just so much higher than the trinkets. It just didn't fit in. But if vendor events work for you, do it. Where I have found a lot of success is in-home parties. Those are great. If you can ask your friends or take anybody who will have you. I mean, even if they call, this is what happened yesterday. They said, all my ladies canceled and only 2 people are going to be there. Just go, because chances are there are going to be 2 ladies who are excited to shop, and then also the 2 ladies were excited to shop, and 3 other ladies wound up coming who were also excited to shop. So it was a successful party, and you can book another party or 2 or 3 from those ladies, which did happen. So just be excited. Be, shower your hostess in free Lula. They love it. And then they'll tell their friends, and it's great. So in-home parties, get the thumbs up. For me, vendor events, it's up to you. I mean, scope it out before you do it. Maybe that's better. I love online weekly sales. It gets easier over time. You get a system and you continue to do that. What else? So online pop-ups are my preferred method. I can host, so I can... Well, I love in-home parties, but for me personally, it doesn't take much work to do an online party, so we do it every Wednesday night. And I've been messaging some of my regular customers, asking if they'd love to earn some free Lula, would they like to host an online pop-up, and they do, and it's really easy. You just do another party, like pick another night and do another party. You get to add their friends to your group, and you get to sell some more stuff, so that's fun. What else? Let's see. So you just get your rhythm going, you get your routine going, everything gets more comfortable and easier, it gets better. So try to give yourself at least 3 months before you feel like it's just too overwhelming. Just continue to like slowly go. I mean, 3 months minimum. Let it keep going, because it will grow and you can put all this work into it. Oh, something else I did was thank you cards. I wrote, as many, I just order like them in bulk in Amazon and just send thank you cards, personalized thank you cards, or stick personalized notes into your packages. That's nice because you get customer loyalty that way. Another tip is make yourself available to your customers. So the lady who wanted to buy 15 things, I spent an hour out here in my Lula room matching up things for her, matching up outfits and sending her pictures of the outfits. And we went through so many things that she didn't buy, but she bought so many other things. And so I was exhausted. It was late into the night, but she was so happy and she's so grateful. And now she's starting her new job with a totally baller wardrobe, and she's great. And now we're texting friends. But if you are available, that will separate you from another consultant who maybe isn't as available. So just try to make a personal connection with your customers. That's fun. And it's so fun. Yesterday was so fun just being with the ladies at the pop-up. I mean, it's good conversation. It's fun lady time. LuLaRoe is awesome. What else? So I guess the last thing I want to say is that you can join my team if you're looking for to join LuLaRoe, or you have any questions. You can email me. My email is Anna@LuLaRoe. Wait a minute. Anna@LuLaRoeAnatoni.com. Anna@LuLaRoeAnatoni.com. That's right. And my shop online is, you just go to Facebook and it's shop LuLaRoe Anatoni. Let me tell you my email one more time. Anna@LuLaRoeAnatoni.com. Sorry. But yeah, so we have a great group of girls. We have tons of tutorials and videos and just helpful advice. And I make an effort to answer all of your questions. Phone calls, text messages, email, whatever it is. This is a great opportunity. This has been great for our family, and I'm just so excited to share it all with you. So if you have any questions, feel free to email me or join my Facebook group and message me. I would love to hear from you. And in the meantime, just, enjoy your Lula, enjoy your friends, and I'd say have a good night, but I don't know when you're watching this. So, ladies, thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.